my fucking god.
I want your ass.
Yo, related question.
That's
How
better
many
than the
of you
tattoo that
guys-
was on your forehead. Thank
How
God you
many
got
of
that
y'all-
removed.
Related question.
What are
How
you
many
saying,
of
Matty?
y'all have experienced degen hours?
Me.
Do you know why it's called degen hours?
I
fucking love late night Nopixel, dude.
I did a subathon, and it was in the server's getting DDoS. There was literally only 12 of us able to connect to the server. We all rolled around on a fucking like the thing you can hang off the side of. We're literally trying to rescue people because like no one could connect anymore.
It's a trip.
Eventually, we had everyone on the server just rolling around for like 6 fucking hours until someone finally restarted it. Dude.
Degen hours is a trip. It's just shots fired to this guy robbed me to 3 more shots fired at like
It's just a
in
bunch
the
of
middle of
people.
nowhere.
The reason
A lot
I
of
bring it
grinders,
up.
yeah.
The reason I bring it up is the degen hours was coined after the fact that you run into a lot of NVLers, and as
There's
a
a lot
criminal,
of new people. Yeah.
a lot of new people, right? And a lot of players don't necessarily know the rules, right? And some are learning, and yeah, they should read it, et cetera, et cetera. But as a criminal, if you do run into an NVLer, they can seriously control your RP irrespective of whether a gun is placed to their head. And it does present a scenario, right? Where does your character just look the other way and let this guy walk off, or do you blast him? It's definitely a tough decision to make in those.
No, that's not a tough decision.
My favorite part about degen
You
hour.
blast them.
It's
I
listen.
summons with
I
me,
will
you
blast
blast
them. I will blast them 99% of the time. Let's be real. Listen. Pegasus has killed a lot of people. All right.
Wait a second. It escalates the situation though. I mean, it's one of those things.
I think cops are understanding though when they respond.
My thought. The problem is that even though our characters are doing like we would blast them, right? But on the other side of the RP, when the cops arrive, we can't tell them to be like, "Yo, you got to chill." Like we just dealt with this.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like, because their
there
RP needs to continue as well.
Right.
There was a situation.
I agree with that
where-
actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a situation where I think you guys had robbed a bank or something like that, like Chang Gang. And there was a dude that pulled up and that was just fucking punching Kevin with a gun, and he's like he was actively involved in this fucking shootout. That's when I was like, I ordered Cornwood to just fucking shoot that guy because he ran in like he ran in 4 to 5 different times.
That shit was funny as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah, and I was just I literally just told Cornwood
I run into like fucking crackheads like that.
Yeah, like
because it started with scuff. Fucking, I think Randy got launched in the air. And then this guy came out of nowhere and just started beating the shit out of you. Like that whole
we murdered
situation.
these, we murdered these 2 new people, and
#CupSong.
we found them after they had like pocket wiped Meow Fury on one of the employees of the Roosters Rest, and we looked all around the server. We found them, and we murdered them. And I think it was like Dan that responded to it, and they had done a 911. Yeah, they had done like a 911 anonymous call for themselves, and it was obvious that they were new, right? So they called it on themselves by saying like, we were just murdered on a 911 like local call. So what ended up happening is like he responded and he was like, oh, it's a prank call, and he walked away. So like I think that from the cop side goes a long way in continuing the RP when it's like, I mean.
Yeah, but sometimes we're wrong. Like I just had a whole fucking case thrown out because 2 people that aren't admins decided a rule break happened when in reality it didn't. So it's not, I mean, I understand what you guys are saying and it makes sense, but the issue is, I mean, if you're not an admin, don't do admin shit.
Coyle literally tells us not to do that shit.
Yeah, so
it's been broadcast like 3 times.
Yeah, so basically if something in VL happens or scuff situation happens, like us as cops, we're supposed to continue as normal.
We should.
And then after that, like admins, if admins need to step in, they step in. But we should not bring it into our own hands.
Yeah. Everything can be reversed, you know.
Yeah, but in regards to what, like, so in regards to what it's like, so you notice that like in one of our getaways, Chang will have his he had his bike all fucked up and scuffed into a thing, right? And Sab took it upon himself not to, go with normal cop duties and give him the opportunity to kind of reset. So you're saying like the normal thing would be just to go about normal way and arrest us and then see if we get something done.
I think stuff like that is a little more. I would argue that stuff like that is a little more. Like that's a little more black and white, where it's like he obviously saw that this bike is glitched into the ground. That makes more sense to me.
Wait,
but
why did you get yelled at?
Wait, you got yelled at for that stuff?
I got yelled at.
You've done that to you revived me one time when I got fucking when a car fell on me out of nowhere.
Yes, every time I dealt with a scuff situation, I try to fix it in character. I got DM'd by admin saying, "Do not do that shit again."
Oh, well,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're supposed to go. You're supposed to do your due diligence and just handle the situation. They handle all the back end afterward, I guess.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I mean, I was told that I was power gaming for towing vehicles in wrongfully parked locations. So
that was like first 2 days of 3.0. By the way.
yeah, but what I'm saying is where again, you know, I feel like someone like Sab, who's been in the server for so fucking long and is what he is on a cop, should be able to make that decision on whether this is fucked or not. I feel like that shouldn't be.
I mean, a situation happened with Shots and Flippy, right? With the mech in his apartments.
You know, and I'll tell you, Hutch. People think crims have it the worst on the server. People think it's cops. It's fucking tow truck drivers.
They're the worst, bro.
I will say firsthand, tow truck drivers,
Bro.
they get shit from everyone. They get robbed, dude.
Bro, I've said it. I said it before.
Every time.
Bro,
I'm
I
making
said
bank
it.
right now.
I mean, some of them are dicks though, dude. Like I literally fucking stopped my car outside the apartment for 1 second. I ran in, ran back out. This motherfucker was trying to tow my
You ever
car.
had
I'm
your
like,
car
bro,
towed
you're
in real life?
running.
You know why?
Hassan, have you ever had your have you ever had your car towed in real life?
They're fucking dickbags.
Yes, I have, actually.
Yeah,
well, here's my thing.
No, they are
And,
dicks, but like no one is like towing a fucking running car in 3 seconds in
Yes,
real
they
life.
are. Yes, they fucking are. Yes,
Yeah,
they
it
are.
depends on where you're at.
Yeah, yes, they are.
I got booted in New York in a matter of like 3 minutes. Like I literally stopped at a Starbucks,
Listen,
went
yeah.
inside, and I was
We're-
booted.
again, we're in a driveway
It's like-
too. Like it's
That's
not like
just as
I hear
risky
you,
as
I hear
stealing a
you.
car to a bank robber. You know what I'm saying? Is like if like you're gonna try to like tow my car right in front of my face, like I feel like I pull my gun on you right there. You know?
oh 100%, 100%. Like if I was a big dick
They'll do it
swinging
in front of
criminal
your
in
face.
real
They
life,
won't
I would
wait till you go to
absolutely
the
do that.
apartment.
Sure, I
They'll do it
mean,
right in
yeah,
front of
that's
your
fine.
face.
I have a question for some of the cop RPers here, because we talked about it a little bit earlier. What about
I'm sure
some of the
you know
bank heists that
already, but the
involve,
server is up.
interesting methods? So the first one I do want to ask about, what did you guys think about the Flute? Because I know that
Me first.
Yeah, Moon, I actually want to hear your take. I'll just briefly say, I wasn't in that heist, but from my perspective and like from CG's perspective, I thought it was fucking hilarious as an idea. And I honestly didn't think it was a bad thing because I thought it was like a one-off, like silly thing that wouldn't work.
Normally, if we think anything would be power gaming, we would never utilize it like that. I think once the whole chain gang, once the plan was decided between all of us, nobody had even thought about it because I think what we were thinking was the percentage chance of it actually working was so.
We thought we were gonna lose regardless, no matter what.
Did you guys know you're getting ambushed?
No,
we didn't.
By the way,
That's
that
why
play
I
was
started
sick.
shooting right
But
away. I was like, "Oh shit, we're fucked."
If those guys aren't in front of you, I get fluted, I get mollied, I'm dead. Right?
Yeah, that was
That was the plan.
But I have no chance of moving my character because I'm being forced to dance.
You could have been
Sunlight.
quick.
No, I got fluted in a fight when I was fighting Shots. So you can cancel it.
Okay,
I mean,
so I can stop moving my
Are
character.
you okay with it
Yeah.
though? Like, do you think
Hold
it's
on,
fine?
hold on.
It's a one-time deal.
Let me say, now that I understand the mechanic, obviously I know I can type /EC and then I'm good, right? And at the time it was mildly tilting, and then like I fucking thought about it, and I was like, man, I really don't want to report this guy over this shit, and I didn't, and I was just like, you know what, whatever, it's fine.
It was supposed to be a fun heist.
Well,
really.
okay,
You guys gotta realize though. You realize that you as CG, you guys like develop metas. You know this, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone, if you guys did that just that one time and it worked, we would see it all the fucking time, dude.
All the time now.
I thought the flutes were just like not even like a common thing. I thought it was just something.
The idea, the
It's
premise
like
behind
not a common item.
It's a spawned item.
So the premise behind of what they did, if I can try and make everyone understand, is that in Nopixel, it's a revolving fucking door. It's different, but it's a revolving door. Please, free passage, no spike strips, get in a chase, get caught, lose them. That's what it is. Always, like, it's going to happen every single time. I think what the boys, exactly, I think what they were trying to do was, and I'm playing, obviously the devil's advocate for them, is they were trying to do something that has never been seen before, and that was different. From your perspective, you walk in, you're taking the RP situation as serious as you can, you get fluted, you get mollied, you're like, what the fuck just happened? This is fucking weird. But from our perspective, we're trying to do something to where you're walking into a situation and you're experiencing something you've never even thought was gonna fucking happen. And
it's a situation that has been a problem on every single roleplay server I've ever been a part of. It's just different styles of roleplay that clash sometimes.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good way of putting it.
That's all it is.
What I was about to say is, I want you guys. Look, man, in 2.0, I was lucky enough to roll fucking Mr. Chang and fucking Rami and Rated when we would do bank jobs and shit, or like the fucking power plant and stuff. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I was always pushing for, let's be the most efficient, no fancy plan. Like, let's just get in, get out as fast as we can, as hard as we can. Fuck the cops. I don't give a shit what they want, blah, blah, blah. And, I was lucky enough to go on some of the creative plans that Kevin came up with, and they're fucking awesome. And I love them.
Chat, we talked about X like the majority of the talk. We're talking more about like PD.
I want you guys to go as hard as you can. I don't give a shit. If you are doing a creative plan, I really would prefer that you were playing to survive and win, as though you were playing a character that was trying to not get shot or like. And I'm not saying that you guys don't do that. Okay, let me preface that. But I want to get the impression that you are doing every single fucking thing that you can to get out of there. There is no like creative, not creative, but like the Flute situation. I just don't want to. I don't want it to feel like I'm being strung along to like, it's fucking awesome.
You don't like to be led on.
No, I'm having a hard time expressing myself because I have a lot of respect literally for everyone in this call right now, and I don't want to disrespect anyone by saying that I do not respect the time and effort you guys put into having creative bank plans. But at the end of the day, I want to feel like I'm getting fucked hard by you. Okay, nice. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that. If you guys,
I think the counterpoint
isn't the counterpoint to that is like we want the same like with the cops, right? We want like 14 you motherfuckers to show up.
And I think at that point it's on giving us like, for example, because the alternative to that is the bike meta. Okay. And I don't give a shit if it's the bike meta. I don't give a shit. And if that's what you guys have to do to get away, then keep doing it until we
find a solution.
Make moves in character to find a solution to the.
Wait a second. Pause really quick, everybody. Yeah. Can you explain what you mean by what did you say? The bike meta?
We've been going.
I think we all know the bike meta.
I honestly have no idea what we're talking about.
Every job has a motorcycle.
Okay, that's what you're talking about. See, I personally have never used one. I've never used one.
How
so
are
I don't.
other jobs outside of CG? Like, are there a lot?
I think that just to be clear, we don't mean all of your jobs. We mean all jobs.
Yeah, CG is one of the only groups not doing. Even CG does bikes, but apparently all the other groups.
Let me just say,
can I comment on what you said, Moon?
1 sec. Yeah. I just want to say, if you guys feel like you ever have to do like bike jobs to get away or anything like that, just fucking do it. I don't give a shit, bro. I want you guys to fucking win, and I want you to own us hard as fuck until we can adapt.
So
me and Kay are gonna have different perspectives on this. I want to hear Kay's first. I think we're actually gonna disagree.
All right, so how Moon said he likes when we're fucking him hard, like from the back, like he likes to get fucked hard. You know that feeling?
Yeah.
Like us going hard, pretty much.
Feels good.
For me, sometimes it's like mag dump season type shit where we just fucking go all out type shit.
Yeah.
But not to that extent where we're just blasting people aimlessly. Yeah. But for me, it's enjoyable. I get the feeling of enjoyment of how you get enjoyment from that when I make a plan where it's like creative and it's just like, there's no way this fucking works, and it works. That's when I'm like,
I'm with Kay on this because it's like I like the stuff that is. I mean, it's GTA. It's not fully real life. There's something theatrical, like almost like Hollywood about it, right? And that's why, like, when we do a plan that involves like something like ridiculous, like we run into Tequila La and there's like 20 people dressed like us. I know that CG did this back in the day, and then all of those people run out of the fucking Tequila La, and you don't know who the fuck it is. Like, is that like the optimum criminal play? No, but does it make for a good YouTube video? Yes. And at the end of the day, like we're trying to entertain people, right? Like there's a huge.
Here's the question. Here's the question. Are you if that YouTube video that you're uploading to your channel, are you having POVs from our streams like leading up into that thing? Like, is it a 50-50 thing, or are we going to be like kind of like the butt of the joke?
Side question: do you role play for content, or do you role play for like immersion and role play?
I think there's a balance of it, right? Like, I think when you look at what Nopixel is and the entirety of how the server is built, it's not entirely built for pure immersion.
Wait, I thought roleplay was about winning.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of it is built. A lot of it is built literally for like content and theatrics. I mean, there's a reason why when we did like a bike getaway, I had all the boys dressed in the fucking Tron outfits, and I had fucking like cyberpunk Tron music playing while we tried to do a getaway, right? Because it's like it's theatrical, right? It's like I don't need to be like fucking wearing all black outfits all the time and just be super sweaty to try and always get the win, right? I want things to be theatrical. I want it to be an experience.
It clashes sometimes, though. Yeah, for who?
For viewers.
At the end of the day, I think the best content that gets made is when it's not for the viewers and it's for you and me.
I agree. I think good role play is the content.
I literally, I have one simple fucking goal. If I make you guys laugh, I'm like, I did it. It's done. Because if I made you guys laugh, I'm gonna make all my fucking viewers laugh too.
Someone said in my stream yesterday, like, "Fuck it, you're here to entertain us," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm here to roleplay. You guys are just watching."
Yeah, you know what I mean? I just want to entertain you guys.
Everybody, that's what I like about the server. It's got a little spice from everything, so it's like
that's what makes
it I agree.
True. I agree with that. You used to see me race or doing bank jobs and stuff like that. It gives a huge amount of relief when I run into Mel and he does some stupid shit for the 5 minutes that he does it, and then we're on to do things. But it's like that little
IRP
spice.
for clips, straight up.
IRP. I'm kind of bummed out that I can't do a robbery with X now. That's my thing.
Wait. Speaking of,
catch him outside of the apartments.
Seer, you know what this means. You know how hype our one heist is gonna be now. Oh
dude,
my
Seer,
god,
you love being on all this stuff, don't you?
I can't do anything about it.
You just sit around and bait clips all day.
Seer and I have been working on our X impressions. We were gonna do a heist with all of us dressed as X Games, and we're all gonna do it in character as X. So yeah, get ready.
Yeah, we're all gonna dress up exactly like him and everything.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be even better now. No, but like so Penta, I get you guys. Like it's a balance between though. I don't think it's entirely immersion. I don't think it's entirely for content. There's a balance.
Mickey,
we're just letting everybody talk, man.
I feel like you genuinely enjoy doing the whole dress up thing, like because they're saying they genuinely enjoy like the full on immersion, like the whole outfits things. You do that just for content, or would you enjoy that more than just doing, black outfits?
I absolutely love doing that.
People do what they like to enjoy. It's not all about the viewers. Yeah,
I mean, I love themed robberies. Themed robberies are my fucking favorite thing in negotiating with cops.
We don't really get a lot of dongles, so or get a lot of laptops, so we can't do themed robberies because the entire server crashes every time we do a robbery. So I don't know what that's like.
Penta,
I've never felt that side of things.
Penta, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you really want to do this as immersion and you want this to be fully immersive, like what it is, then all of us are going to be wearing like fully black outfits when we do the
I don't go to bank robberies.
Well, but let me play this out. We're gonna have someone else talk for us. We'll literally have the hostage talk for us. We won't say anything. And whenever we get caught and you guys ever pull us over for anything, we literally just want like the proper.
I don't know who you guys is. I don't go to bank robberies.
The root of the issue is maintaining a level of consideration for the people you're role playing on the server with. That's what our point was, and that's what that we meant by.
I think that'd be cool as shit if you made the hostages talk for you.
It can be. Cool.
You should do that.
Wait a second, guys. Were you trying to say something? Wait a second.
Like
what are you saying?
Around group, you know what I'm saying? Changang goofs around a little bit more on their bank heist, but likewise on the
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's a group I'm sure that is fucking hard balls to the wall, blacked out, voice changers every single time because they don't want you to have even a little bit of sign of who they are in their real life, right? Or in their real life.
Yeah, and here's the thing: do you want us to never
let him finish?
Do you want us to never speak to the police because that's what actual immersion is?
No,
like in real life, you should never speak to the police.
I think over time,
you're confusing immersion with real life. It's two different things.
Over time, as you spend more time,
realism is not immersion.
As you spend more time rolling with people regularly, you're gonna get to a point where you just want to give them the RP that they want, and you'll just be a chameleon. You'll go, oh, this person rolling up to my job, they want a serious fucking like action movie negotiation.
Let me ask you something, Blastoise. Have you ever been completely immersed in a movie or a video game and it's very obviously fiction?
Yes.
There you go. It's two different things. Realism and immersion are not the same thing.
Yeah, but I think that was my whole point is that GTA, the world of GTA is not a real world. And that's why us doing...
I'm not saying realistic. I said immersion.
You can get immersed into a goofy world as well.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The immersion of GTA involves Hollywood-esque kind of crazy heists and over-the-top stuff. It is, by its nature, over the top. and that's why I'm saying like a lot of
Not
like
always.
Well, I
not
mean,
always.
I go
Sometimes
to
it's
like
serious
a
and dark.
movie, like some of these movies where stuff will happen and you're like, that would never fucking happen in real life. But in the movie, you're so like you're talking about immersed in it. You're like, that was fucking sick. But reality wise, it would never fucking happen.
Right.
You know what I
This
mean?
shit's like
Yeah, but
Last
it's
Action
also the
Hero, bro.
difference.
It's just a bunch of fucking different movies colliding together, bro, and everybody
Yeah.
attacking.
But
Exactly.
again, it's also the difference in immersion between Fast and Furious 1 and Fast and Furious 9.
That's
Like, you might not be
exactly
as
what I
immersed
was
in Fast
talking
and Furious
about.
9 as you are in Fast and Furious
Well,
1.
one is obviously better though.
That sounds like a dog just barked and
That
Pinto
was
whacked
that
him.
was my dog. That was my
That's
dog.
-1.
I
I'm
think
no
at the
longer
end-
immersed.
At the end of the day, I think someone said it best. Ultimately, I try to be like considerate and like cognizant of what you guys want to do and try to do. And like I'm down to be like the set piece for that 100%.
I think all of us are guilty.
Two new plans, man. I
and
love that shit.
I love all of you, no matter what happens. And like, if I get heated and I say some shit, I just want you to know that I respect all of you 100%.
Yeah,
Give me
I think
kiss.
I
Give
think
me
all
kiss.
of us here. I think all of us here are guilty of one thing, and I don't care who you
Being
are or if
bad
you
as
deny
fuck,
it.
boy.
The reality is all of us, because we are all putting in and I bring it back to baseball, right? And I know you guys fucking fuck baseball, but I bring it back to baseball where it's
Baseball
like,
fucking.
man, whenever I'm in the locker room, with
Bro,
the
do you
same
think anyone
fucking
watching
people,
knows sports?
when I'm in the locker room with the same fucking people every single day, I'm going to wake up one day and want to fucking beat the shit out of somebody. It's going to happen.
matter how much
But
you
it's the
love
same
them.
thing. It's the
Yeah.
same
Why? Are
thing
you
with no
okay?
pixel. It's the same thing with no
mean-
pixel. Every single day we are together for 12 to 15 hours, and some of us
Yeah.
28 hours. We're gonna want to beat the shit out of each
Or
other at
24.
some point.
there you go.
But all of us are guilty, and instead of in that moment where we're like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? Instead of just shutting our fucking mouths, being like, let's try and understand what the fuck they're doing, we go, man, this guy's a
You know
fucking
what?
moron.
You know
Fuck
what
this
really
guy.
helped with that hasn't been a thing in like a year and a half? Conventions.
Yeah.
Bro, I have
Yeah.
Oh,
hated
like not being able to
someone's
meet people.
I have hated someone's
Bro.
fucking guts in RP, and then
I
I
have
get
met 'em.
wasted with them at a convention, and we go and get beaten in our face
I
at like 4 a.m. And I'm like, this guy's all right, and I've never hated him again.
Yeah.
Like it's
I,
It
I was
just
like
helped
that
me.
with Spaceboy. Now I
Yeah.
live with him.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, I
less-
think
It's
at the
less
end
that
of
he
the
doesn't
day,
hate me and more that he tolerates me, which I'm okay with.
I
as
think
long
at
as he
the end
pays
of the
rent.
day, whenever shit happens, it isn't like anything any of us have ever streamed before. Whenever shit happens, it's more of like
Yeah, I mean,
we have to
sometimes
sit
lose our
back.
shit and we say things we don't mean. Like,
And I
Hutch the
think
other day
Yeah.
got really mad that he lost a race, and he said a local ran out in front of him. But I watched the clip back, and he just fucking runs through the local.
man, fuck
Gotta
you.
find
How
something to
about
blame,
that?
dude.
I mean, honestly,
you're right though, Hutch. You are right.
without conventions,
Yeah.
I was gonna say like even some like even the last few hours, I've appreciated just like getting to hear the perspectives of like the PD, like you guys.
Yeah,
talking
man.
out of
Turns out it
character.
helps.
This
think-
whole thing has been sick
Yeah.
actually.
I would.
I think it's important, especially as a viewer, to watch every perspective as well. Like 100%. Don't
yeah.
just stick to
Agreed.
one side. Go PD, go Crim, alternate. So you get like before getting mad and typing some angry shit online somewhere, dude. Like you can get some scope. That's
Bro,
all.
Honestly,
I was like-
I'm entirely on board with that. If I show up on your favorite streamer's stream, for the love of God, please watch me.
That's why I try to educate people. I try to
Bro.
educate people when they come over because a lot of times people don't know what the fuck cops are
up on
doing.
that,
And they
yeah.
think
Yeah,
we're
but
just
you
there
also
to
don't
fuck
know
people.
shit, you know, Mac, you're pretty dumb, so.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I agree with that one.
Keep going with the OP methods, all right, man? All right. Okay, where were your helicopters? Did you get your license to get getaways?
I did, yes.
Oh shit. I think
All right, I got a hot take.
I gotta go, everybody.
I got a
love all
fucking
you.
hot take.
Bye.
I'm not
Later.
for this one.
I'm
Do
good.
not leave Moon. God
Oh,
damn it.
rip.
God
There he
damn it.
goes.
I wanted to hear his fucking take on this.
right,
Okay,
go ahead.
listen. I partially feel like, and this is something that I've been dealing with on my own stream, trying to figure it out because I have a lot of normie fans who are not a part of.
Bro, I
the
just
No
hear
Pixel world.
Sear
wasn't
in the
around
background.
for 2.0.
He just
never
sounds like
participated in it.
he's beating
And
himself. Like,
one of the
I don't
things
know what he's
hear
what he's
from a lot of
fucking
people is
doing,
that
bro.
It's really hard
but
to get
he's
into
doing
if you're
something
doing
in
like
the
slow
background.
burn role play like the Clean Boys do, which I love personally, and I really enjoy it. Right?
Yeah.
So
I like
Part- what I-
interacting with you guys on Wrangler a lot.
yeah. Well, what I was thinking, what I've realized for a lot of the people that are in my community and in my audience is like some of them like it and they move on to other streamers. You know, they get to they show love to other streamers. It's great. But other people are just like, oh no, fuck that. Like, I want immediate, like, I want someone to play like Grand Theft Auto Online Lobby in a role play server, which is part of the reason why I think, a lot of people gravitate towards XQC's content, because he's just in a lot of instances, and I'm being honest, sorry, this is just the truth. He's playing like it's Grand Theft Auto Lobby, Grand Theft Auto Online Lobby with a bunch of like very well acting NPCs that are really lifelike. Okay. So and that's kind of fucked up for all of the other people,
like
but there's also the positive
it's
side.
a big Westworld for him.
Yeah, but it's also there's a positive side to it, because a lot of the people that actually do end up doing jobs with him and stuff like that get a lot of love, and it's life changing, and I totally recognize that. And I think that's part of the reason why I understand why admins are they treat him with kitty gloves for the most part. I just don't know how to incorporate a lot of those people into a lot of those fans that just want that kind of content into trying to comprehend what it's like to learn the rules and just get involved more in role play in general.
I mean, anything
there's
else?
I like, how do I deal with a 14-year-old who's like, most RP is boring, he's fun to watch,
and people will find other people. Just like I mean, dude, the RP is a fucking it's a big old circle jerk.
Make the content you want.
Yeah, there's so there's
there
something
you
to
go.
be
You
said
did it then.
for like that high octane, high velocity shitlording. Like that's what I love to do because it's just so fucking fun for me. I don't have it in me to do what you guys do with like the long form, slow burn storytelling. My attention span can't handle it. And I look at that and I'm like, that's fucking role play. What I do is I'm just trying to make comedy. You know what I mean? I look at like that slow burn, long form, serious organized crime story shit is like straight fucking role play.
I like doing both, man.
The role play diehards and pure, they absolutely both have value for sure.
Yeah.
And some people can fucking do it all.
I'll go on Wrangler and I'll just do like a fucking month-long investigation. Well, normally a week before it gets retconned, but I'll do that, and then I'll hop on mic and be like, "Yo, let's get a bomb right now and blow up the roof." Let's do that shit today.
So doing both of those are so satisfying. Like, it's really
you
satisfying
blow off smoke,
doing,
man. Yeah.
Doing slow burn RP, it's very, very, very satisfying, that slow progress. And then it's fun switching characters and just being like, shut your bitch
I'm gonna be honest.
up.
I legitimately think most people's issue with RP would be solved if they had multiple characters.
I
agree with that. Bro, different perspectives is huge.
I've got my main character Eddie is in a slow burn arc, right? I do I do pretty fun stuff like racing day to day, but the overall picture is like trying to build this big underground scene. Even if I'm caught once, it can bring an end to all of it, right? But then I have other characters like Igor, which is just a completely dumb.
I've never once seen a person who had only had one, just one character, and then talk about making a second one and doing it, regretting it. It's always better. Like Ashley, for example, she was like, "Fucking Fiona, this shit." She's my channel. I was like, you just make another character then. She did, and it's great. And
people find success. People find success that they never thought they would have.
Your second character is always better than whatever. Your next character is always better. It just always is.
I never expected to make Condescendo, and Condescendo's a hit right now.
That character
is fucking hilarious.
I've said the same thing. Like a lot of people always fuck with me, man, because obviously in 2 years I've permaed basically 2 characters at the blink of an eye that no one expected me to actually perma the characters, and both times, like I've loved it. Yeah. Like it sucks. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, permaing fucking blows fucking cock.
It's hard to let go.
You perma your character, you invest yourself in that character, and it fucking sucks. But then after 2 weeks, you build back up. You fucking get in with someone you've never met before, or a cool group, not better group, but a cool group, and then you just build out, and then it's like. It's literally like you're playing. It's like you're in the server for the first time, and it's day one. And it's fucking
absolutely, man.
Everything's brand new, and no one remembers who you are. I went from getting perma'd by CG to being in CG. I went from being one of the most hated to now one of the what I'd like to think it gets along with everybody.
No, the ugliest characters
and the ugliest character. Yeah,
I'm not too sure.
Fuck you guys. How about that?
You have 2 eyes.
That is true, and I gained an eyeball.
True.
You know, my favorite character though that I miss is Deadeye's Poppy. Deadeye's Grandpoppy is my favorite. Is my absolute favorite character. Oh, there's a race going on. Well, I'm not going to go to it, but I'll let everyone else know.
Yeah, yeah. It was. It's you know, and I agree with the standpoint of I feel like everyone should be able, kind of like. I'll use, us, for example, like with Kevin, with Randy, with Rami, them having those cop characters to where you get burnt out on crim, you can jump over, play a cop, see the other side of it, realize, fuck this, go back on criminal and burn the place to the ground. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
It's true, man.
And those 2 weeks on Pat, when I didn't play Mel at all, I came back like a fucking house on fire. And I was just fucking killing people and getting in chases. It
really helps with like the... Like, I'll get the 9s and be in prison for a week on mic, and it's just like, well, I have 5 other characters.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It helps to deal with like downtime and like
yes.
look at things less like take it less to heart almost. Like if something happens.
Hey, listen, I would love to